Hello, and we're back again. You can't get rid of us that easily.
Hello from
Yes,
Alexandria. We are in Alexandria. Ah.
yeah. This week, me and Susan are discussing season 2 of an animated series of The Legend of Vox Machina, which was broadcast earlier this year, but we've finally got around to doing it. We reviewed the first season. I think it was last year, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
we enjoyed it so much. We're doing the second season this right now.
Yeah.
So
Even if we don't enjoy something, we'll still keep
yeah,
reviewing it probably all the way through the whole thing because we are sort of completists in a way.
in a way, yes, yeah. This one starts off where the first season left off,
Mhm.
with the oncoming storm of the dragons.
Mhm.
Um, so we'll go to Susan. Your opening thoughts on season 2 of Vox Machina?
So I saw like the first 5 episodes a long time ago, and I really I was caught up in it for a minute, but then I have due to our watching and other things, I kind of just stepped away from it. I found, especially the when Foundation came out, nothing else mattered besides that for a period of time, actually. And I enjoy this anime. It's fun.
Mm.
It's very like they talk just like a normal person, in the midst of any sort of trial or tribulation. And yeah, and they aren't. I mean, these aren't sort of the puritanical anime characters that you may have heard of in your watching. These are sort of uh, razor sharp wit characters, kind of like everyday people with really bad mouths. They're constantly swearing. I mean, it is. I guess it says PG and then like graded 15 and up because of like all of the drinking and the swearing in it. Because it's. I mean, there is what
Sexual stuff as well.
there's some sex, but it's not like it's not like the kind of sexual stuff that anime goes to. It isn't hentai. It is actually like just integrated into the story. So I mean, like, not to put too fine a point on it, the sex isn't there for porn watchers. It's there for
No,
to extend the story, and so it's not. Yeah, and um, I mean the two leads. I guess they're the leads. The twins, Vex and Bax. Uh, they are they have a lot. They go through a lot of growth in this. I mean, they start out being so carrot up their ass, kind of sort of hoity-toity, and then this through this one, they're ground down into real people, and that's just neat. It's good storytelling there. They both have really good character arcs. Uh, Gosh, it's Vex, who is hang on a second. Where was I? Vex was sort of like uh she was she was sort of being wooed by by some of the lords and the people of the kingdoms around, but she was like, I need to concentrate on learning how to eradicate these dragons. And why do they are worried about the dragons? Because the dragons are, are really focused on destroying, because they are working for like a supreme dragon. They are focused on really burning it and then eating people. And it's the dragon is a green dragon. I don't know what that means, but it's a green dragon. And it isn't a dragon like you'd see at Chinese New Year or Japanese temples or anything like that. These are Western dragons. These are the kind that you think of in Dungeons and Dragons. You think of these kind in Arthurian legend or whatever. That they're Germanic dragons or Anglo-Saxon dragons. They're French dragons, but they're not that the kind of dragons that you'd usually equate with the Far East. So this Exandria is kind of like this pulling it from Europe or if Asia, basically like Russia and west of Russia, and then put over there out in some sort of parallel universe kind of thing. Anyway, it's a really interesting place, and the fact that these characters have to learn how to kill these dragons and learn how to do sort of damage to these super overpowered OP, like what the gamers say OP. It's overpowered. They're super overpowered, these dragons. Like and they just have to figure it out. It's kind of like, it's kind of like a boss, and it's just really amazing. And so
I mean, also as well, these I think there was four, wasn't there? Four of the dragons.
yeah,
and each one had a speciality. I mean, the main one in this season was the one what fired acid.
yeah, the green one.
The green one out of its, that bulbous throat of its firing acid out of its. You had one what did ice. It was great how they gave each dragon a different speciality. But yeah, the main one in this season was the acid one.
Yeah.
And they didn't hold back on the animation when the acid was going over the elves and the humans, and you saw all that peeling away the skin.
Yeah.
Back to you, Susan. Sorry.
No. That was a really good point, because that was its big weapon, and by the time they got to that, we had people killing their uncles, and they're going to fisticuffs with their fathers, and trying to just set themselves up for success, whereas everybody else in their world wanted to tear these guys down. And that was really like it was like they were a bunch of like Battlestar Galactica, ragtag group. It's like that kind of down home earthy people. Anyway, it was they were really cool, and the way that they fought against their family, and they set themselves to give their family one more chance, and then they were going to get them, but they gave them that one more chance. I mean, that was more than they'd ever been given.
Mhm.
So I mean, like it's such a it's such a good group of characters, and it's such a good group of like they went to such cool places. Oh my gosh, the world building was amazing, and I really liked the world building that they did, and so yeah, there was a lot of great stuff in it. What did you think, Lee?
Well, like I say I enjoyed season one. I was looking forward to watching this, and you say, as you say, we have so much to watch. We just don't get around to doing it when it's broadcast. But now we've got around to doing it. I'm glad we did.
Yeah,
Uh, it made me realise how much I liked the first season again. Um, and this season is sort of, I mean, last season was sort of Percy and Pike's season,
yeah,
their story.
yeah,
This season, it's it's get the names right. Looking, what's the other guy? Vex. Is it Vex? No, Vax. With his challenge. Is it the Raven? The god, the god what sort of possessed him? Is it the Raven? I can't remember if it's
yeah,
called the Raven or something.
yeah,
Because he's yeah. It's sort of his tale and Grog's tale. Um, this because Grog's having suffering, he loses all his strength, which is quite funny. But he gets it back in the end, sort of thing. And Vax is fighting his demons.
and his dad.
Mm, yeah.
This is
It,
a lot of family war. I mean, go
yeah.
like you're right. There is a sort of inner battle, but you're right.
But also, well, this season, it nearly, well, not every episode, but it felt like nearly every episode we was nearing a death of one of the characters. Every, you thought, oh my god, they've killed so and so. Oh, they've killed, but no, they've either been brought back to life or they're not dead. But the threat was there in nearly every episode. You
Yeah,
thought, oh
when she got stabbed in the gut, and
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
or Scanlan near the end, where he's laid there under all the,
yeah,
they all think he's dead, but he's not. Um, even Grog, you
yeah.
think, oh, he's dead. The way the stuff he went through this season.
No, oh
But
my god.
I mean, it was a simple story. Vox Machina had to defeat or find a way to defeat the dragons.
Yep.
That was it. Because the dragons were taking over the land and they were traveling through the land, destroying cities, villages, you
Hmm.
name it. For well, they wanted, was it gold treasures from
Hmm.
from everyone, um, as a tribute to the dragon. Um, but yeah, it was great. As you say, it's fun. It's action packed, and the animation, you can't fault it.
No, it's beautiful.
It is. It's colourful. It's beautiful. It's detailed.
Yeah.
The comedy's there. The drama's there. It's just as good as the first season. Even better, I would say. In some places, um, fast paced, and that's the story. That's the simple story. Defeat the dragons. How, in each, they go on their travels to find someone who can help them and stuff like that. And they come up against, people who've, like the twins have, robbed them of money. They forget to tell the other group members that they're going to ask for help from this group of people, but they owe them quite a lot of money.
Hmm.
But yeah, it is. It's a fun show. Hopefully, season 3 will be here soon, because I say it's left on a cliffhanger again. So on that, is there any moments for you what stand out, Susan?
Well, yeah, like Vax going toe to toe with his father, and Grog going toe to toe, foot to foot, fist to fist, really, because his father had those gauntlets that they were looking for these tools, like a sword that had a certain hilt and a certain blade, and
There was the bow.
And then there was the bow.
Yeah.
And then there was the person of not Percy, but the person of Scanlan. I mean,
Yeah.
his and then these gauntlets that made you super powerful, and they had to get them to do damage to the dragons, otherwise they would never have defeated even the green dragon.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, when Grog, took on his uncle, I just think that when Grog taking on his uncle, and like his uncle stating that he was always like a character that was like always going to be subservient to him and always going to be his sort of like his bitch. And I just think that Grog, the way they wrote it was like Grog had to overcome the weakness in his body, the lies he was believing in his mind, and the relational, dysfunction of his uncle. And so like that relational dysfunction was it was brutal. And so like, he, because he was bound and determined to win, and because he had his friends around him, his friends
that was his strength, wasn't it?
Yeah, his friends actually were like those healthy relationships actually, were able to put a pin in it with his uncle. Like that was it. The uncle was not going to affect him anymore, and really the uncle had to go, because the uncle was also traumatizing all of his troops.
What a great fight scene, though, that.
Great fight scene. Oh my gosh, it was brutal.
It seemed to go on forever, but it must have been maybe 5 minutes at the most. But wow.
Yeah.
Great fight scene.
That was. And the like it, as they were getting each of these tools, these devices that were, I can't remember what they were called.
Oh, it began with a V, I think. Vestiges or some vestiges.
Vestiges.
There you are. I knew it wasn't.
Everything starts with a V. Vex, vestiges. Yeah. Yeah, it was good. And
okay, I think
and they were like able to overcome the dragon as they were able to pull these vestiges from from whom they were with. Like the bow was wrapped up in that tree,
Yeah.
but the tree was being protected, and
Very seductive.
gone downstairs to see if the dragon just
He was trying to seduce that Vex, wasn't he?
yeah, there was a lot of I mean, and these were these were downtrodden people, and so this one the tree or whatever, it really gave that sort of a purpose of like like uh like it gave like there was a lot of romance. Like there was actually, like it was more romance than sex. I just think that was part of the thing.
I mean, Pike fancied Scanlan.
Hmm.
Kaylee fancied Vax.
Hmm.
Vax puts it about in any which way he can.
Yeah.
Because the supplier of all the magic things goes with Vax as well, and so I
Yeah.
think he swings both ways, does Vax.
Yeah. He's quite bisexual. That's true.
So it's as you say, there's a lot of uh, 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 um, toing and froing from all these people.
Yep.
Yeah, it's back to
Yeah.
you there.
So the
Yeah,
so it's challenging for for people who had bad relationships with their family to be,
yeah. I mean, once see what did make me laugh was poor Grog because he went through it all through the season, where his muscles, his strength just went. He was just so skinny,
Mhm.
and he went to made this potion up to get his strength back, and the only way they could take the potion because it was that big, great big
Mhm.
thing like that, to shove it up his ass.
Yep.
and, and Scanlon took great pleasure in doing that. So straight away,
Yeah. Like it was a suppository.
the size of a great big melon.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, let's say the humor in this is great. It's dark. It is dark, but the humor is there as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's and the voice acting's brilliant. I know we over here we have the English dubbing. Other countries have all their dubbing, but the English voices, you can't fault them. It's you've
Did you
got you've got some.
did your characters have English accents?
Well, I thought Vex sounded quite English.
All right, all right. That was true, even here. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying when this goes to other countries, they dub it in their own language.
Right, right, right.
I'm saying the actors who've done the English voices, you can't fault them. They bring life to these characters.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, you get Scanlan, voiced by Sam Riegel, who you just love the little cat, the fella. I mean, he's the minstrel, isn't he, with the singing the
Yeah.
songs and
Oh, the
stuff like that.
music was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, they used music in the first season, the music in this season as well. But you found a little bit more about Scanlan in this. Well, he did. Spoilers.
He nearly went with his daughter.
He, he, he bedded his daughter in this one. I mean, the
Wow.
episodes aren't too long. Yeah. So, but she tied him up. She tied him to the bed, and he thought he was getting something else. But yeah, so the episodes aren't too long, but they're about 20 to 25 minutes long, and
Yeah.
you can go through this full season in no time at all. Um, but yeah, I loved everything about this. So, anything else you want to say?
Um, yeah, it was the like like you were referencing when the what's his name, Scanlon jams out. I mean, it's beautiful. It's so rocking. Oh my gosh. It's like it's like hard prog rock. It's like beautiful like that.
Yeah.
And they're all supposed to be this band, you know, like that's what they were set up as. It's like this great group of musicians kind of traveling around. And that's fun. You know, that is truly an enjoyable situation. It was so fun. And the when you know he was using his music as a weapon, you know, it would change the atmosphere. It would change like the way the ground was. It would change the way buildings were put together. It would change how doors would open and close, everything. Like trees would grow, animal. I mean, just so fun. Like it was like his hand would pop off and it would become pink and it would float in the sky and then it would do stuff. I mean that was just amazing. So that was quite a cool gift. And then yeah.
I mean, I found it quite good that they came across certain tombs in this, and they were hidden, like the one under the lake.
Mm-hmm.
How we're going to get down there? So they had to use the magic to part the water and get down there, and great imagination in this. And also as well, it's good to see. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but Will and Trickfoot, is it Pike's great grandfather?
Yeah.
Who made the medication for Grog's weakness, voiced by Henry Winkler.
Oh yeah.
Hey. So there's a few names in this. But,
yeah,
but
that's right.
all the voice acting, brilliant. You can't fault it. Anything else you want to say about The Legend of Vox Machina, season 2?
No, I think I covered the music. I covered the grog fight. I covered the relationships. Yeah, I think I've got to get everything that I really wanted to hit on. Except for all anime is made more awesome when you have a white-haired character with perfectly round Lennon glasses and a very chiseled features like that. That's my, you know, those are sort of my Whoopi characters
So you like Percy, do you?
I like Percy. I do. I fancy Percy. Ooh,
Well.
I know it's true.
I mean, he fancies.
I think he fancies
Vex?
Vex or Vax or both. You know.
Who knows?
Yeah, you just don't. Anyway.
But how will no, what is it? Which the male? Is it the male one's Vex or is it Vax? I can't remember now.
The male is Vax.
But how will Vax get down to business with whoever he goes with? Because he can't get that suit off.
I know, it's true. It's stuck.
but that's going to come into it more, I think, in the third season, because they'd only touched on that what he's
Right.
going through at the moment.
Right.
So hopefully they'll go more into that.
Yeah.
So then,
Not a bad, what was it, 10, 12 episodes?
was
Was it
it?
12?
It was 12 episodes.
Yeah. Didn't
So,
seem like it.
no, because because they're not that long. They're only say 20 to 25 minutes.
Yeah, it's really enjoyable. It's
I watched it two nights.
yeah,
6 episodes one night, six episodes the next.
yeah,
So
so good. So yeah, I think I've covered everything that I want to cover. Anyway, so do you want to say anything more?
no, not really. I mean, I just enjoyed, because it does drag you into the story. As I said before, it is a simple story. They've got to defeat the dragons. They need help. They need to find something what will overcome the dragons, and that's the main.
Gauntlet, bow, sword,
That's the main theme. The main theme
person.
of the season. Yeah, main theme of the season is that, and also friendship. So it's enjoyable. I enjoyed it. So final saying score then.
Okay,
What
well, I'll give The Legend of Vox Machina 10 pink guitar wielding hands floating in the sky out of 10. I thought it was amazing. I do enjoy so many of the tropes of anime. I love certain animes, and this one it rates a 10. I don't know if this was going to supplant Akira and Vampire Hunter D as my favorite, but it's definitely super enjoyable, and yeah, I could watch it again, the whole series again. I could watch the first season 1 again too. But yeah, I don't have time because there's enough to watch to drive me completely bodied. And anyway, so 10. What about you, Lee?
Well, I'm going to give this 10 giant suppositories out of 10. Yeah, it's fun, it's dark, it's funny, it's action packed, it's got a great story, great acting.
You always knew that Lee wanted to get up in drag.
Not my type.
Not your type? Okay.
So there you go. Yeah, so that's our little review of The Legend of Vox Machina season 2. Hopefully season 3 won't be too far behind. So you guys out there.
Oh, by the way, the actors' strike is over. So if things were like forced to pause, they can move forward with them at this point, because
is the writer's strike over though?
the writer's strike was over 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. But the actors, the SAG-AFTRA strike ended Monday or Tuesday.
They can get back to work now, can't they?
They can all get back to work. They can all go on TV. They can all go on
They can earn all them big bucks again, can't they?
Not everybody earns a big bucks, and yeah. So soon they're going to be calling my Alex for his his cameo roles and things. So yeah, no, anyway, he's not going to listen to this. Anyway, yeah, so really, really great to have that ended, and a good result.
Yeah, so yeah, all these delayed projects can start getting made, and filmed and get there on the screen eventually.
Yep.
So, if you guys out there like talking about like things like we've talked about today, get in touch. Leave a comment below. That's how you contact us. You know, if you see this video on Facebook, Twitter, oh, what's the other one? YouTube, of course. Yeah, of course, YouTube. Please leave a comment below any of the video and say, I loved what you do. Can I be part of this? And we'll say yes, as long as you're only 18 plus, because I said some things are a bit adult orientated. So we do have a limit on that, and you're good to go as long as you've got a working camera microphone on the thing you're
Device.
using.
Yep.
Tablet or mobile phone or PC, laptop, you name it. As long as your camera is working and your microphone, you're in.
And Zoom.
Zoom as well, yeah. Well, if Zoom is a free app. I usually set it up, and you just click the link, and you appear like this. There'll be more than 2 people on the screen if there's if you like to join. It does get a bit confusing when there's about 6 because I don't know where to look. But we haven't had 6 people on for quite a while.
And you can always just look at your camera.
Yeah, that's true. So, and one more thing, if you do subscribe to our YouTube channel, please make sure that you've pressed the bell notification button and you'll get notified every time we put a video. So, that is it. That is us for another review, discussion, or whatever you want to call it. Anything else you want to say before we go, Susan?
No, that was good.
No? Okay then. We'll bugger off now and we'll go and do something else. So see you next time, guys and gals.